Hi, it's Phil Lindsay here with Peep Magazine, and we're down at Lambton Street ABC in Sunderland, and we've bumped into Sunderland professional boxing promoter Phil Jeffries. Got a show on this Friday, sold out, I hear.
Yeah, I'm down Lambton Street to sign a few boxers before the keyboard warriors ring them up and try to sign them, who haven't got a clue about boxing. But so I'm here, I've signed them. No phone calls, no texts.
So the Phil Jeffries band of boxers continues to grow then?
Yeah, we've got a show on at on Saturday night at the Overtime side.
Yeah.
You were neck of the woods, and it's sold out. I've got all the top lads on, 50-50 bouts, 10 bouts.
10 fights.
Which works out £3.50 a fight, which is quality. 2 of them's 10 rounders, 2 6-rounders, and the rest are 4-rounders. So I'm really, really looking forward to it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's going to be a few decent fights on there, but you've got the headline fight. It's caught the imagination of the North East public. Like, I can't think of the...
Names,
there's been some great local fights.
Is it, what's it, Goodens and Foot? Or
Footens and Good?
No, Footens and Goodens.
That was it, yeah. Sounds like a good double.
I manage both.
Yeah, so we're Kurt Goodens, Glenn Foot.
I manage them both, and they've obviously they grew up together. They've trained together at some of the ABC. Friends, they sparred each other, been even down to Kirk sparring with Glenn, and like I say, it'll be a cracking fight, and I've got to take my hat off to Kirk phone, and obviously Glenn offered the fight to people in the North East who wouldn't take it, even though they're coming out the woodwork now and say they would, but they didn't. They wouldn't take it because I've got the Texas. Anyway, and then Kirk rang us up and he said he would fight Glenn. And like I wasn't a bit too sure about it. We're managing them both. Spoke to Glenn.
There's a few people questioned you about that.
Well, what it was, I've spoke to Glenn. Glenn said, "Well, Glenn wanted to fight anybody, you know."
Yeah.
Because he will. He's a fucking animal, to tell you the truth. But he wanted to fight anybody, Glenn. And Kirk, to take me out off, Kirk wanted to fight. That was the only fight that Kirk would come back for. Somebody to motivate him, you know. And to me, it's a cracking fight for the North East boxing fans, you know. And like I say, I'm sitting on the fence on this one, you know.
I think you have to a certain
degree.
Sitting
on my fence because, like I say, I've had Kurt on the Sky TV show, and I've had Glenn on the take, and they're both coming off defeat. So it's a cracking, it's caught the imagination. It's a cracking fight, you know.
It's just a good clash of styles as well, because you've got Kirk's more of a he's a mover. He's going to be moving around, and Glenn's obviously a pressure fighter.
Glenn's a pressure. It'll be a good. And Glenn's up for it, and Kirk's up for it. But
they're both up for this one.
And like I say, Glenn's got something. Glenn's obviously up for it. It's going to be a cracking fight anyway. I'd say I'm just sitting on the fence, and I'm getting a bit stick for not putting it on the Sunderland. But what happened there is I've got a lot of Newcastle lads on my shows, and obviously I put Glenn and Kirk on after that. But people are saying swap the show, but the lads have been loyal to us, and loyalty means a lot to me. There's not many loyal people in boxing in the North East, and you've got the Corbies and stuff like that. And me and Neil discussed it, because like me and Fannin discuss all the shows, even though Neil's, you never hear much of Neil. And
you added the Goodens and Foot fight to the card. I know I asked you, and there's a lot of people online mentioning it and saying change it to Rayton Meadows, you'll sell it out there as well. You know?
Financial wise, it would have been better, you know. I'm just happy to draw even. Financial wise, it would have been much better, because obviously all the tickets are sold, and Glenn can do a boatload, and Kurt can do a boatload. But you know, you've got Richson, you've got Sam Best, you've got Closel's few lads, which I've dealt with them. They're going on the next show. I spoke to Neil about it, and Neil said, no.
It's a two-way street, isn't it?
Neil said, long as the show doesn't make a loss, stick with the lads. Like the Corbies, I promised them I'm going to Hartlepool. Went to Hartlepool, you know. There's a few people who I thought would have been loyal in the North East, but they let us down, you know. But that's it. I'm not working with them again. But
yeah, so you've got this show coming on Friday. It's pointless trying to drum up sales for tickets because it's already sold out now. So we're not going to promote the show, but we've got another fight just you mentioned on the way.
Lewis Richardson's fighting Jordan Ellis. It's a North East derby. I made that fight a couple of days ago. 50-50 fights, you know. See what it is. The public, they've got half of these shows. The public knows going to win. It's going to be win-win. Eddie Hearn shows. You see who's going to win.
Yeah.
Say these North East derbies, and that's like the stadium and like these scraps. They're better than any TV shows. Nobody knows who's going to win. They're exciting. The local pride at stake, you know, and they're exciting. And that's what me and Neil want to do. We want to put 50-50 fights on. And that's why the shows are selling well, and the sponsors are coming on board, you know. And we seem to be, this year, we seem to be growing and growing.
Well, the crowds are growing because people are coming back for more.
Oh, they're coming back for more, and we'll put a good show on, you know. 10 bouts, you know, that's £3.50 a bout, you know. Like I say, it wouldn't be worth, like six bouts below, I wouldn't run a show, you know. Like I say, I want them to get value for money, and they're getting value for money, you know. Maybe it's all right if you've got a boy making his debut on a dinner show or something like that, you know, but I would never do that, Phil. That's why I always match 15 bouts, and if I get 10, I'm happy, you know.
Well, you've got, it's like you say, you've got a lot of boxes on your books as well, so it gives you a lot more options, and taking the road show around the northeast of England as well for the different venues.
Well, like I say, boxes on me books. I'm not really bothered about these contracts out like that. As Isaac McLeod, I've just signed a management's contract with him, even though there was keyboard warriors telling him to sign for such and such and such and such, which they deny, but they haven't got a clue about boxing anywhere. Who was asking him? But Isaac's with us, and I've just said, Isaac, if you get a contract with a promoter or a TV promoter, you can just have them back. I'm not bothered. I'll not hold anybody any contracts, you know. All my lads will tell you that, you know, they can have them back. Me and Neil Fannon's the same. We not hold them any contract, you know. There's more.
But you wouldn't want to hold somebody
no,
back.
Why not? Why not? Why not? I'm not in the boxing for that, you know. I get a boost for it, you know. But like some of them haven't got a clue, you know. But me and Neil have a laugh about some things that's said. But like I say, I just want what's best for the boxers, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do with Peep as well. It's all about promoting the boxers,
giving
them a platform to...
You do a good job. I've took Glenfoot from day one. I've took him the prize fighter champion. I've took him fight for the British and Commonwealth titles. I took Kirk Goodens from scratch, English champion, you know. Just building them up, and I've got my other little fella fighting for a Commonwealth title next week.
Yeah, well, we've got Thomas Asomba. He's fighting next, is it
It's October the 18th at Sheffield. Well, how that come about was...
He's fighting Wally Din, isn't he?
Aye, it's Dennis Hobson. Well, Dennis Hobson's one of the nicest men you meet in boxing. I can do a deal with Dennis with a handshake, you know. And like I say, Dennis builds fighters up. And what I've said to Dennis, if my Thomas wins, we'll do something with him, because Dennis will build them up. Yeah. You know, Dennis puts his money where his mouth is in his show. Look what he's doing now.
Look what happened with Jimmy McDonald.
But look what he's doing now. He's a Commonwealth title fighting.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's costing Dennis, you know. I mean, that Chris Smedley, good as gold, you know. Like, I spoke to Chris today. Dennis, I've had just like all these contracts and that, just do a little handshake with Dennis, because Dennis is straight as a die, you know. And like I say, he's been shit on in the past, you know. But,
publicly.
He's been shit on, like, but I haven't got a bad word against them too, you know. I think he's a cracking lad, Dennis, and I think he does a really good job, you know.
And the character with it as well.
He got Stewie Yoll a world title fight, you know. Got what you give Martin Ward a chance of a world title fight. That was down to Dennis.
Yeah.
You know, he got him in the reins. He gave him a chance. It ended with a bad cut for Martin, but he got him a chance, you know. And Dennis is good at getting world titles. Now, if my little Thomas wins, I'll just do something in the crack. There'll be no contracts with Dennis, because, like I say, I just shake hands with Dennis.
Gentleman's agreement.
Oh, he's a proper man like that, you know. And like I say, what I say is my word, and Dennis is the same. And like we made this Commonwealth title fight for Thomas, and it were great terms. I think when you next time you speak to Dennis, I think it took us about 25 seconds. Done. Jeff and I just need that right. Oh, Dennis, I'm happy to get this, that done and dusted. No contracts, handshake. You know, but he's a cracking lad, and I really...
But when you know who you're dealing with, that's enough.
Well, he's a proper straight man. He's a proper boxer man. Dennis doesn't need any of this. You know, he's a good businessman. You know, Dennis does it because of the boss. If you speak to Dennis, he does. Dennis is not. Well, you're not like you're saying. Dennis is not short of a few bob, is he? You know, it costs him money, and you know, and people mention greedy promoters and stuff like that, and Dennis is straight as a die. Honestly, he is. You know. But, and I'm going to work with Dennis, you know. I'm going to work with Dennis because he's a.
We obviously did a couple of shows at the arena last year, and I think he was involved in the one at Gateshead as well. The Resurrection show.
Yeah, he was involved in that, and he obviously fetched Stewie Yoll a world title fight in Newcastle. He was. Obviously, I met Dennis there, you know. You know, greedy old Yorkshireman running by the bay as well. No, he's got a good team down there. Chris Smedley and the lasses, and like I say, they're always on the end of the phone, you know.
And you've got high hopes for Thomas.
Well, I said to Dennis there, I'm going to have a meeting with Dennis when I'm down there. I said, when we put Martin Ward for the British title on at Rayton Meadow, when Thomas beats Dennis's man, I'm going to put him on as a Commonwealth title. And he just tell us to piss off.
Well, he would do. He would do. And as you mentioned, obviously Martin Ward.
Martin's got a little warm-up fight this, and like I said, Dave Garside and Neil Fallon. Dave Garside's, to be honest, been great with Martin
So
Ward.
supportive, isn't
We couldn't have won this purse bid if it wasn't for Dave Garside. He's 1,000,000%, you know, and he's like he's Neil Fannon's one of Neil Fannon's good mates, and he's absolutely fantastic. He's helped me loads since I've been in the pro boxing with the Dolan all the way through. Dave gets it because of the buzz, you know, and same as Fannon. Neil Fannon, you couldn't get a better.
Oh, he's boxing through and through.
I only phone him when I've got somebody to moan at, and he just listens to his name. Oh, Neil's a proper boxing man, you know.
Yeah.
I haven't been on the phone, but this week I've had a lot of pressure with pullouts and that, and Neil knows. He answers the phone, listening to me morning. And he's like that when he's on the phone.
Yeah.
He's like that. He must sit there, last look who's on the phone, morning, because he's like that, Neil. No,
but when it's getting towards fight week and you're having to get last minute replacements and things like that, it's the most stressful part.
It's been a nightmare. There's been a bit of mess up. Isaac McLeod, he's in Liverpool now, getting his medical and his scans done. So it's touch and go for he's on Friday. You know, so I don't know what's happened there, because the board's had his name for a few weeks, and all of a sudden I got an email through saying he's not licensed. Now to me, he's not licensed means his license is not due. So it's about a phone call, get your license. But when I've rang up, they said his bloods and that's due. So when I've rang back and I said, well, on the form it says his license not due, they said, oh, they thought he was a foreign box. I don't know. It's hard work. Pull it
but hopefully it'll be okay for Friday.
Well, hopefully, aye.
Saturday, sorry.
Saturday, hope he has. He sent a boatload of tickets.
Because sometimes with the blood test and things like that,
it
can take a while to get through sometimes.
That's why he's went to Liverpool for. They're doing him at 4 o'clock a day, and they're reckoning him straight in for a scan. So if the fax his medical off his eyes done today, the board will have it tomorroor, and he gets his scan done maybe in the morning, close to play, you know.
He'll be dying to fight. He's been
oh,
out
yes,
for a while,
he's dying.
hasn't he?
He's itching to fight, and I feel sorry for the kid because he's trains down Manchester, you know, and it costs a few quid, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the level of dedication. I mean, you see some fighters go over to the States to train, but just when you go to different parts of the country and things, it's a bit like, is it Lewis Ritson's up in Scotland as well?
Forget about the trainers. You've got like Sean Casey and Davy Baines. They're there on the morning. Casey's there on the morning before the work, and they put all the work in there, the same as Arnie East trainer put 6-7 weeks work, and all of a sudden a little thing like this stops your boxing. So all that time, it's not just the boxer who's training. It's
so much investment.
It's like it was when Thomas was supposed to be on the South Sales, so obviously he didn't get on. He trained. He was gutted. Obviously you've got your coaches there train. I'm just a cog. It's the trainers and the coaches that do the main thing.
Yeah.
Binsley's got his work down there. He's got the lads in there. Neil Fannon, he's like I say, he's got his work. He's got the trains with Ward Brothers twice a day, you know. And they forget about things like that because I know it's the boxers who's in the ring doing the business, but the coaches put a lot of work into it as well. You know what I mean, Phil?
A lot of work, a lot of investment.
Oh, it is.
A lot of sacrifice as well.
Well, Sean and Neil, and they didn't take any money off the lads, you know. Obviously, the lads will all get a go payday on this one because they've all sold the tickets, but they do it for the love, you know.
Yeah.
Like Neil Fannon, people got to remember, you know, you get champions. Neil will tell you he's had a gym load of champions, and a week later it's changed. He's back down on the road with 4 or 5 rounders, you know. People have got short memories, you know.
Very short memories.
You know, they win stuff and they think they're going to up there with the bee's knees, but swings and roundabouts have all got short memories, you know.
But I think that's where we are with the North East boxing right now. We've got some boxers on the fringe of like English, British, Commonwealth titles, things like that. So we've got some decent level fighters, but we've also got guys like Lewis, Ritson and Jordan who are actually getting in and actually fighting each other because
that's what they want.
If it's a competitive fight, if it doesn't have to be world level, it doesn't have to be European level. You see these shows on Matchroom sometimes, and sometimes the lower level ones, especially if it's got like a local dust up on there, you'll generally find that'll steal the show because it's competitive, and that's what you want as a fan.
Matchroom, it's all about telly. They've got a big budget. If you like you say, they come up with you last time. I think what was that undercard was supposed to be full of local lads. There's 3 or 4 lads on, you know. It's the boxers like it on a Matchroom show, but they're never shown on TV. Obviously, you get Bradley shown on TV, his brother's shown on TV. You know, Bradley's a good lad, but the undercard, I cannot say what the attraction is because they're not shown on the TV. They're on Daft Hours or Daft Hours before. You know,
that's one of the benefits of the Box Nation shows because you generally find there's a lot more fights shown, so they'll start broadcast at 7 o'clock, but the show maybe 6 or 7, 8 fights on the card
I know,
sometimes.
that's why we've got our show booked in November. We've got our next show booked. November will be my last show because all the lads like the Christmas
Wind
off,
down
you know
for
what I mean?
Christmas,
It's
yeah.
all right if they're not for a title, but they like a wind down for
Yeah.
Christmas, you know. And there's something else as well. It's no go putting shows on every month because people can't afford to go into boxing every month, you know. If you put a good show on, they'll come. But if you kill a job every month putting a show on, £35 a lot of money, you know, to people, you know. It's a lot of money.
It is when it's regular.
It's a lot. It is 35.
Because you don't go on your own generally, so you may be going along, you take
No,
your lass along.
it's 35 quid and a bevy. It's 100
Yeah.
quid. It's 100 quid. It's a lot of money, you know. And if you putting quality fights on, then I might mind spending the money, you know. Because we've
Well,
already.
especially £3.50 a fight. I mean, when you think what the boxers put into it, it sounds
It's not that's
almost
350, you know.
ridiculous, isn't it?
You know, can I get a corner for that? Can I get a pint of my pub for that?
That'll be right as well.
So like I say, it's good, and we like we say, Phil, we're on planning the November show now. I've got a couple of good surprises on there as well. I've made a good fight. Obviously, Martin Watts.
So he's fighting Jazza Dickens for the British title?
Yeah. Who's with MGM now. Like I said, Tommy Ward will be on. Thomas will be on if he wins the title. McLeod will be on. I've got another lad on, but I don't want to mention his name because in case anybody, you know, I've got another good lad on, you know. I'll have 10 to 15 bouts on that show to start with, and if it wingles down to 10, it'll be all right.
Well, that's what you tend to find. You'll aim for maybe 12 to 15 with a view of getting maybe 9 or 10 on there, and that's a good number, isn't it?
Oh, well, Peter Cope will be on. Peter's definitely on, because Daniel's boxing this, and it's Peter's turn. He'll definitely be on there, because I would love
Third
to...
rubber with John Green?
No, not just yet. I'll like to see, I'll speak to old man Peter, you know.
Yeah.
If old man Peter tells us to mate, I'll mate. But like I say, I think he maybe's want Peter out, because it'd be nice for Peter to get out, get a win under his belt. Then maybe it's John Green after the year, you know. And Peter's got a few other lads to get on, because Peter's been very loyal as well.
Yeah.
And but he'll definitely not be fighting John Green this next fight, because obviously he's old man. The way I'm thinking of his old man, he'll be wanting him, Peter to get out to get another
freshened
dose.
up and go in there confident.
They go to work with the corpus, you know, and I like the Barmy Army, you know.
Great atmosphere every show they're on.
Right. And like to say, Lewis Ritson, he's building a right well fan base up with Newcastle now. You know, he's done a boatload of tickets. To tell you the truth, they've all done tickets. Sorry, Sam Best, everybody, they've all done the tickets, you know.
That's what you want to hear as a promoter, not from a money maker point of view, but
No.
just in terms of having to sell out.
Well, the expenses are high on this one, you know. The rating, the rating I would have saved is about £3,000 if I went the rating as well with the costs, you know.
So £3,000 less cost and more ticket sales.
Yeah, I would have saved us that. I would like to see it.
The price of loyalty, yeah.
Well,
the price of loyalty.
Well, they are. People are laugh, but it's
No.
Well, look at that common sense. I've got
admired.
common sense and loyalty. I've got Johnson McClumpher. I've got Isaac McLeod on. I've got Foot on. I've got Kirk Goodens on. All from Sunderland. On a Newcastle show. They've all done the tickets.
Yeah.
They've all done the tickets, right? Now, people say, you're mad. They've all done, they want more tickets. I can't give them more tickets. But you've got the Best, you've got the Ritsons.
And there's going to be more shows
You've got
coming?
the Dixon. Yeah, there's more shows coming. But I spoke to Neil about it. I said, Neil, everybody's asking to pull. No, we promised them lads in Newcastle we'll stop at Newcastle, you know. So that's I'll keep my word in that. And I'll be back down to the Barmy Army territory as well next year as well.
Borough Hall again?
Borough Hall, yeah.
Champion.
I promised them, like. And I've got a new boxer I've signed. Well, I think I've signed a Conrad. Remember, I've got a lot of people might know him. The nickname's Jojo. Absolutely beauty. But I cannot really let any secrets out. Let them all secrets. Now, that will be signed on by November. Just remember the name Jojo.
Jojo?
Jojo.
You heard it here first, boys and girls.
Jojo.
Phil Jeffries, always an absolute pleasure.
I haven't upset anybody on that interview, have I?
Just me, I'm very sensitive, you know.
No
and easily
keyboard
offended.
warriors. No,
Stay tuned. Phil Jeffries.
See you Saturday.